It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Ravens and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We thank you for joining us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season, and I think really what it boils down to, this is...
One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. There's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. From the gun, Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown. And this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll go again with Williams. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw on the run is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. No motion over Flowers. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Back to Andrews, he's got another one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Jackson up top again. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver, that's Bateman. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Bateman is the motion man. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Pickens in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. No motion over Flowers. 2nd down, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. Throwing Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. 3rd and 5. Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now, Jackson. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it, gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of the breaks.
Right, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range. 1 quarter in the books. 14-3 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's Jordan Stout now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That is Ferguson in motion. Now it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Pressure on him, offense.
Prescott now. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Hopkins sent in motion. There's a short one caught by Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Deron Glad with the tackle. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Devon Clark.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. That's made by Pickens. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. 3rd down and 9.
3-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 3rd down.
Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL.
And he's in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are back within 4. It is 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. Here's 1st and 10. Dak to throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Prescott. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He fumbled the football. One of the Ravens has it. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, they have done it again. This defense scoring for the 2nd time. Once on a pick, and now on a scoop. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, it's Dak. Pass brought in by Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Micah Parsons on the tackle. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. Second down, Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
These officials.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. This throw right is taken in by 5. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The extra point, up and And good. And the Ravens extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So, we are at halftime in this preseason matchup. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't.
That's it. Keep the pressure on them, all. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 7th and
Throwing, Milton. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Milton. That's caught, it's Miles Sanders. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
10 yards. That's good for a Cowboy.
Here's a handoff to Sanders, running left. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
The 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Get out of the gun is Milton. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day last week.
Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a signal.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Ravens 14-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Milton. Quick throw here is complete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Milton going to look to throw it again. And he'll take it on in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. It's the tight end Likely in motion. To throw is Rush. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, he'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Run play. This is Hill. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Slot man in motion left. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Throw is Rush. Look wide. Get this one complete. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Milton. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Here's a handoff to Sanders. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Sanders. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The shotgun, a throw from Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Hill. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Rush. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air, it's Milton. Quick throw, taken in. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
There goes Turpin on the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run the toss here to Sanders. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Milton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Ravens take over.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now, faking the give. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing is right. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Motion the slot man left. They'll run here with Hill. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Ruck. He finds Likely, his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Ruck. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Get out of the gun is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Milton. This one is caught by Turpin. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The Ravens take over.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First carry now. This is Jeff Wilson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rush to throw. His throw left side is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Play action. Now it's Milton. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Milton. It's caught Mingo with the grab. And he'll be taken down. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. A throw left side there, not gonna find the target. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And he will score. Joe Milton. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. To throw is Rush. It's a completion to Kirkwood. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Bill's dropped to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should.
Throwing is rough. Back to the tight end, Kohler. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Sanders. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. Oh, he pops up the football. One of the Ravens has it.
Oh my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the... No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To the air on third down is Milton, and that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Rush. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Back to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Time to shine, fellas.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a